Plaintiff Charlotte Bowers dated the defendant for 11 months, despite the fact that he's 17 years younger than her, and she has a son his age. Charlotte claims the defendant turned out to be a womanizer who cheated with drug addicts and assaulted her with a hamburger, and she's suing him for vandalizing her home and emotional distress. Defendant Trevor Gibson says while dating Charlotte, she was diagnosed with cancer, and he was there for her every step of the way, even though she constantly accused him of cheating. Trevor's countersuing for house-sitting fees, gym shoes, and harassment.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Hi, Your Honor. I dated Trevor Gibson for
How long?
Like 11 months.
When was that?
I started dating him, I think, 2015. And it only lasted 11
That was
months.
illegal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How old are you?
23.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't illegal, Your Honor, but I was.
It was 2016.
I dated him under the status of I was embarrassed. I dated him because he's 17 years
Never
younger
be
than me.
embarrassed to
I have
be
a son
cougar.
his age,
That's all right, too.
but that's why I never told nobody about our relationship because I knew that he was younger.
All right, these men dating younger women forever.
Yes.
They date women 20, 30 years younger than them.
Yes,
Don't be
Your Honor.
ashamed, you're a cougar.
Thank
You
Thank you.
got the sugar daddy, so don't be ashamed to be a cougar.
Thank you, Your Honor. But
You should buy him some nice things, video games,
no,
basketball jerseys, or what else? Gym shoes. Yeah,
If I did that, he would abuse it. He would abuse it like he did everything
Should
else,
have
Your
bought him
Honor.
some gym shoes.
Candy.
Candy, yeah. You didn't buy him any candy? I didn't say that, man. I don't know if you like candy or not. I know you probably like gym shoes.
He do. He likes snacks.
And video games. And jerseys, basketball jerseys.
Yeah.
No, he wanted to go to his corner store and eat snacks, beer, yeah, cigarettes.
He does want to go to the corner
When he goes to the
store.
store, he grabs his snacks,
Now or later?
beer. Now,
She's asking what? You said candy?
Reese's.
What? Reese's cup? That's at least a little older.
that's true. Yes, he want that type of things.
All right. All right. So tell me how this 11-month relationship went. How did you meet him? And what did you say?
I met Trevor Gibson walking down the street one day, but I didn't know who he was. Trevor asked me, "Hey, ma'am, she like, do you want to buy some weed?" And I stuck my middle finger up at him, cause I didn't know who he was. Like, well, I don't smoke weed.
Mm-hmm.
So then, like 2 months later or so, he ended up working at my job. I have 2 jobs, but the job I worked at, he was like, "Hey, aren't you the lady who stuck your middle finger up at me?" So Trevor proceeded to say, "Hey, can I like you? Can I have your number?" He did this day after day after day at work. So I kind of like, all right, I gave him my number.
Wore you down. So that number.
I gave her my number, on the slide. You got to keep this on the low, because we ain't allowed to be dating at work, because we ain't allowed to do that. So I went on, we were friends. He was a nice gentleman, dressed real well, and I thought he was a different gentleman because he was from Detroit. So I'm like, no.
You're absolutely right. He should have been a great
He should have been.
That's all we have from Detroit.
I don't like dating Columbus men, so I gave him a
Columbus,
chance.
Ohio?
Yeah, I'm from Youngstown, Ohio, but I live in Columbus, Ohio.
I spent many summers in Youngstown.
I know your cousin.
You know my cousin Earl Lee?
Lester
You go there,
Griffin?
upholstery shop, Earl Lee Upholsteries.
No, I bet.
Well,
I've seen it.
if your furniture give out, you better go. All right? Earl Lee Upholstery.
Oh, my
I
gosh.
used to work there in the summers.
Your cousin
but go ahead.
Lester
You're from
Lester
Youngstown.
Griffin told me to tell
He's
you
from-
hi.
Who was that?
Lester Griffin, your cousin?
Oh, absolutely. That's my other cousin.
Yes.
Was with them a few weeks ago. Now, what cousin of mine do you have in Detroit?
I already know.
You from Detroit, right?
I know all Gibsons and Tidwells. That's it. I don't know nobody-
Tidwells?
Yeah, Gibson and Tidwells.
They ain't grow up in the projects.
Yeah, we did.
I know them there. That's all I know. I know them from the project. Tidwell. And Tidwells are slick.
And that's why he's a slickster.
It's in his blood.
Yes.
You give me some background, sir.
Well, I met her on August 16th. And a few months later, on December 2016, she was diagnosed with cancer. And I was with her the whole time helping her. But she kept accusing me for cheating with other females I wasn't cheating with, but I was talking to other females, but I wasn't actually cheating on her, like cheating, and stuff just got out of hand. So she was just.
How was it when you all were dating for those 11 months?
I mean, it was cool. You know?
I can correct
We didn't really
him.
have no problems like that, but we was like.
Trevor's lying, Your Honor.
What was the
Your
relationship
Honor, when
like?
I met Trevor, he was a nice guy, but Trevor went on. He's a liar, abuser, deceiver, and he's a womanizer. Trevor will use you for anything he can. Once you give it, you get it from him. Also, Trevor, one day, and I can use an example why Trevor is an abuser. One day, him and I was walking down the street coming from dining out. Trevor had his food. It was a young lady that called Trevor to the car. Trevor ran up to the car and gave her some cigarettes from her. Why did you do that? Trevor and I just came from she just came from the store. We just came from the store and just came from dining out. Why did you grab that? You already got cigarettes. Why did you go and disrespect me, talk to another woman, and get some more cigarettes? Trevor got mad. I was like, giving the food that y'all just bought. You want food? Tell her to buy it. He was like, no, I'm not giving you anything. So I was like, trying to get my food. So he was like, no, you're not getting it. Knocked the food out of my hand. The hamburger, when he had hamburger, I had chicken strips. Trevor grabbed the hamburger, went on the floor. Trevor grabbed the hamburger, picked it up, came running towards me while I was bagging up. And Trevor caught up to me and took the hamburger and smashed it in my breast. I just had breast cancer surgery, not only about 3 weeks prior to that. And then Trevor still had a piece of bread, the top of the bun, and it had mustard on it. He came charging me again and hit me in the head with the hamburger bun. And then he started walking to his house, and I'm like, I'm about to call the police. And then he ran to the house, so I called police. I stopped right there and called police. I pursued the charges. Trevor came back begging me not to pursue charges on him. So I let the charges go because, like, please, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm sorry about that. So I let that go. Again, one day, Trevor started being a very cheater. I caught one day going over his house. I caught a lady, I'm talking to him on the phone late night when he got off of work. He hung up too fast. So I was like, okay, let me go see. He hung up too fast. Let me just go around and see what's going on. So I go to the door. By the time I got to his house, because we live in the same complex, Trevor and the girl walks up. He didn't even know I was at his door. It just pitch dark. Makes you know he's spooked. She's spooked. They were like, who is this? It's me. And he was like, opening the door. He like, oh, she about to live here because she's homeless. He likes to date women cheat on me with women in the neighborhood that's homeless, pill heads, drug addicts, have nowhere to go. He cheated on me just recently.
Have nothing going for him.
Nothing going for him. Just recently, Trevor decides he wants to, just Sunday, just passed. It was another lady he let live in his house. Trevor ended up kicking the girl out. So I called Trevor. He was like, you need to mind your business. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Mind your business. I was like, no, because if this the one, he's supposed to be his witness.
Unfortunately, there's no law against cheating. So what property are you suing him for?
The property damage comes from, Your Honor, Trevor came to my house one night, August the 1st, the night of my last day of radiation. I was trying to go to bed. I just came in from doing laundry. Trevor knocked on my door. He rang my doorbell several times. I go to the door. I answered, and it was Trevor. I said, what do you want? Trevor was like, I want to come in. I want to talk to you. And I'm like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I just caught you cheating with the crackhead lady, the pillhead. So he was like, oh, she don't live here no more. She moved to another side of town. Then he said, you owe me $20. You owe me $20. I said, how owe you $20? He's like, if you don't give me $20, I'm gonna bust your window out your house. So I was like, you bust my window. By the time I had my phone in my hand, I walked to the door with my phone in my hand. And Trevor was free. He walked down the steps, and I knew what he was trying to do, so I hurried up and called 911. And Trevor went downstairs, and I'm watching him throughout the window. I watched him go across the parking lot, and I'm thinking he's looking for a rock or something. He comes back with this big 2x4 up my steps, and I'm like, 911, hurry up, send the police. That Trevor's trying to bust my window. He takes 2x4, busts my window while the door open, 911 on the phone and everything. Okay. And by then, I had no clothes on, Your Honor. And I couldn't do nothing because Trevor ran down my steps, and I was like trying to go outside.
You have the door repair or whatever it is.
The damages, yes, and I also have a police report. Yes, I do, sir. Here is the
You say she took off her clothes and you ran down.
I did. I didn't have time to find my robe. I was looking for my robe, and I didn't have time for that. So all I had was on.
I did that. Because
there should have been a reason.
Anyway.
There should have been a reason. There should have been a reason.
That's the only reason I didn't.
There shouldn't have been a reason, sir. Here's this here. Here's this here, please. This is the window damage price for you.
Let me hear your side, sir.
Well, what actually happened was she already owed me $20 when she left that day. And
Owed you $20 for what?
For to wash her apartment. I watched her apartment. She left her door unlocked.
Watch it?
Yes. I went in there. Her door was unlocked. So she promised she was going to give me $20. I told her, I called her and told her her door was unlocked.
Another lie.
She promised to me, said she's going to give me $20. I never got that $20 that day.
So you went over and what happened?
I went over, I got mad. She wouldn't give me my money. I went to get $2 for it. I did what I had to do. I couldn't get my
Your Honor, that is a lie. That is not true.
The counterclaim, how does she owe you for gym shoes and harassment? You just told me about the
Well, my door was
sitting.
open, and one day she was walking my door because she's already used to accuse me for cheating anyway. So she walked in my door, go crazy in my house, take my gym shoes. We stay in the same complex, so she take my gym shoes, throw them in the lake. We have a lake where we stay at. So she take them, throw them in the lake, walk away. We broke up after that.
Shoes cost $250 now.
Your Honor, that's not true, his story.
Brand new pair of gym shoes is gone.
That's not true.
Wasted.
It came boiled down to the $20. One day I wasn't home. I left my door unlocked on accident. Trevor, I called him, hey, Trevor, could you watch my door? As him being my companion, hey, it should be yes. He said, yes, I'll watch your door. I got to go to work. I said, okay. Next day I came home, and Trevor, I goes over his house. He's like, you owe me $20. I'm like, this is a separate $20.
Tell me about the gym shoes.
Oh, the gym shoes. One night I went over there and caught Trevor again. The same woman, the crackhead, the same pillhead around his door, and he, of course, a lie. I'm like, okay, Trevor, what's your excuse now? What is this lady around your door for? Man, just go ahead. I ain't got time for that. Go ahead. No, tell me. Like, he proceeded to start pushing me out the house. He wanted to start getting physical again, what he always do, and be sneaky about it. Why didn't you just leave
when he asked you
I was going to, Your Honor, but you're not going to.
You don't have to be pushed if you leave.
Yeah, no, but he was pushing me, and I was talking to him.
And then what happened with the gym shoes? Let's get to that.
So since he was pushing me, he pushed me to the door, and I knew I couldn't be strong enough to hit him back, so I grabbed one of his shoes and ran out the house and went home and going towards my house. There's a lake, and I threw his shoe in the lake.
All right, good enough. And you're going to pay for it, and I'll grant you your gym shoes. You want $90 for them. I'll grant you that. And for her property damages, ma'am, I'll grant you your $425. Have a good day.
Trevor's a liar, and I'm glad the judge gave me what I've just asked for, but Trevor's a big liar. So women, please look out for Trevor Gibson.
Well, I'm just happy it's over with. For the shoes and everything, it's over with. I'm just glad I'm gone.